Mozart is the musical Christ. I feel I shall live a long time. The muse doesn't come without being called. I like the plot of the Nutcracker, not at all. Where the heart does not enter, there can be no music. Madam, you ask me how I compose. I compose sitting down. Truly, there would be reason to go mad were it not for music. Inspiration is a guest that does not willingly visit the lazy. After the last notes of Gotterdammerung, I felt as though I had been let out of prison. The creative process is like music, which takes root with extraordinary force and rapidity. A self-respecting artist must not fold his hands on the pretext that he is not in the mood. Mozart is the highest, the culminating point that beauty has attained in the sphere of music. What I need is to believe in myself again, for my faith has been greatly undermined. It seems to me my role is over. To regret the past, to hope in the future, and never to be satisfied with the present, that is what I spend my whole life doing. I sit down to the piano regularly at 9 o'clock in the morning, and Mesdames les Muses have learned to be on time for that rendezvous. Music is an incomparably more powerful means, and is a subtler language for expressing the 1,000 different moments of the soul's moods. Music possesses much richer means of expression, and it is a more subtle medium for translating the 1,000 shifting moments of the feelings of the soul. I have put my whole soul into this work, the Pathétique Symphony. You cannot imagine what joy I feel at the thought that my days are not yet over and that I may still accomplish much. It is already a great thing if the main ideas and general outline of a work come without any racking of brains, as the result of that supernatural and inexplicable force we call inspiration. If that condition of mind and soul, which we call inspiration, lasted long without intermission, no artist could survive it. The strings would break and the instrument be shattered into fragments. We must always work, and a self-respecting artist must not fold his hands on the pretext that he is not in the mood. If we wait for the mood, without endeavoring to meet it halfway, we easily become indirect and apathetic. Only music clarifies, reconciles, and consoles, but it is not a straw just barely clutched at. It is a faithful friend, protector, and comforter, and for its sake alone, life in this world is worth living. Who knows, perhaps in heaven there will be no music, so let us live on the earth while we still have life. How can one express the indefinable sensations that one experiences while writing an instrumental composition that has no definite subject? It is a purely lyrical process. It is a musical confession of the soul, which unburdens itself through sounds just as a lyric poet expresses himself through poetry. As the poet Heine said, "Where words leave off, music begins." There is no doubt that even the greatest musical geniuses have sometimes worked without inspiration. This guest inspiration does not always respond to the first invitation. We must always work, and a self-respecting artist must not fold his hands on the pretext that he is not in the mood. If we wait for the mood, without endeavoring to meet it halfway, we easily become indolent and apathetic. We must be patient, and believe that inspiration will come to those who can master their disinclination. You see, my dear friend, I am made up of contradictions, and I have reached a very mature age without resting upon anything positive, without having calmed my restless spirit either by religion or philosophy. Undoubtedly, I should have gone mad but for music. Music is indeed the most beautiful of all heaven's gifts to humanity wandering in the darkness. Alone it calms, enlightens, and stills our souls. It is not the straw to which the drowning man clings, but a true friend, refuge, and comforter, for whose sake life is worth living.